I can't, like, that's too much, right? Like, taco pizza? What is that? Is that like a pizza, but like rolled up like a taco? Or is it like a pizza, but like the bread is actually like nachos, you know? It's like crunchy.
I was thinking literally a piece of pizza, but instead of the toppings are actual tacos.
there are tacos on the pizza.
Yes.
That's crazy, mate. That's insane. Oh my god.
Speaking of insane, here we have in 2000 atmospheres the first finalists of this event. The Mexican Protoss player playing for Exxon is Cham. Thank you.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of 2000 atmospheres, LE, as I quickly try and set something up for the people in the chats. Again, it is a little bit impromptu. Normally I have someone else to help out with this, but I am going to set up predictions. Let's place your bets, people, your channel points. Who's going to come out on top, Latin America or North America? As up here in the top right, we have our North American representative. It is, of course, representing Alpha X, Vindicta.
Light, I'm a little torn. I don't know who to cheer for. Do I cheer for my Mexican compatriot or do I cheer for my Terran brother?
Mexico, mate. But yeah,
yeah,
like,
I mean, Vindicta is Terran, plus Vindicta has Mexican blood, so you know he's almost Mexican, and plus he's Terran, so who knows?
True. It's hard. I will say that, you know, Vindicta, the problem with Vindicta is that he needs to get his goddamn dual citizenship going, all right? He needs to get his papers in order so he can finally play in Latin American events. He's halfway there, but...
We've talked, you know what he told us?
What did he say?
That he's scared. Because for going for the papers, he needs to go to what city? I don't remember. It was one of the border cities in Mexico, and he's like, "No, mate, I'm scared. What if I get mugged?"
Oh my god! You can't do that at like the Mexican embassy or something like that. Like what?
I don't know. I think he does have to go to one of the Mexican cities because it is not about an American trying to get papers. It is about a Mexican trying to get the Mexican papers. Because by both his parents are Mexican, as far as I know. And by law, if one of your parents is Mexican, you're considered Mexican. But of course, you have to make the papers in Mexico.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
someday Vindicta will grow some courage and go, hopefully.
he needs to like make that like a stream goal, like a donation goal, where it's like to hire bodyguards so he can go to Mexico safely.
Yeah. By the way, nice Reaper harass with that Reaper that Vindicta was doing. He denied the turn for like an extra 30 seconds.
Nicely done there by Vindicta, being a little bit annoying. And meanwhile, Cham is slowly getting into the swing of things. Nothing too crazy right now, you know, just he's got his creeping queens, he's joining up. Meanwhile, Vindicta is going for the 1-1-1, a faster third CC as well, before the starport. And are you feeling BCs or Banshees?
No, this has to be Banshees, right?
Yeah. For sure.
There's not enough gas for a VC. And there we go. Clock is on the way.
There it is. It is on the way for Vindicta. Meanwhile, Cham, so far he has not gone into the main base. He has not scattered whatsoever. He only has one Overlord outside the natural, so he doesn't quite know what is coming his way.
I love it. Hellion just posturing. Just being menacing outside the base.
Oh yeah, very menacing. Hey, Hellions are annoying to deal with, alright?
Yes, I know. Why do you think we keep using them?
Exactly. Oh god, there it is.
The answer is because we have nothing else. Oh no, because of the rally, Cham has now seen the Banshee coming out of Vindicta's base. Wait, he sees it? Is it?
He doesn't. He doesn't see it. He barely doesn't see it. Oof, just out of range. But we do have Cham going for safety spores regardless. There is a spore in every single mineral line, so just in case there were Banshees coming out, he is ready for them.
Yeah, it seems that the lair of Cham is going to finish now. I'm guessing Spire. Spire is I think what Cham is going for.
I would assume so, just because there it is. We didn't see like a Roach Horn being thrown down earlier, and he's not the kind of player to go into Hydra Lurker. He's not that disgusting. He's not like Dark. So there it is. We have the double Eva Chambers. We have Spire on the way. I
mean, he's not that kind of player yet. Who knows what Korea is going to make out of him?
Oh yeah, feels bad, man. Ay. As soon as that's Drink it, be careful. Look after your boy, okay? He's gonna go to Korea and then he's gonna be influenced by Dark.
Yeah, 16 settlings and bailings now starting for Cham. And the Banshees are here. Oh, they're targeting Spire.
Yo, he can get it. He can get it if he commits. He commits.
Yeah, the Spire is cancelled, but he loses the Banshees. Do you think it was worth it? Like 2 clock Banshees for 1 Spire half building?
I think it was, especially because look at what's happening, mate. I spoke too soon when I was talking about the lurkers. So I love this from Cham. Cham with the mind games. He was forced to cancel and he remade it in the face of Vindicta. Vindicta still sees it being morphed. He doesn't know that in the end Cham canceled it again and is going for Hydras.
Now, if Vindicta doesn't see it and sees too late, how bad do you think is it for him? Going for the rocket, going with Bio.
It very much depends. If Vindicta switches into Widowmine production, like I think he's gonna be in a really bad place. If he doesn't, and if he just like throws out Mistars, oh my god, he's getting Drilling Claws.
Oh no.
Oh god. So the thing is that Widowmines are great against mutas. If you're going up against Hydra Ling Bane, ideally you want a more tank heavy composition. Widowmines can still do well against the Ling Bane, but again, like the Hydra's gonna fare a lot more better. I say Hydras, eventually also the lurkers.
Yeah, the mind games that are going into this game. Yeah. Vindicta coming now with some Marines and tanks.
Well, that is
me. Oh no! All the Hellions are destroyed by the Bailings, and only 1 tank. I don't think this is going to be enough.
Yeah, exactly. He is forced to pick up the tank. It does fall in the end. Cham didn't have any Bailings left, but he didn't even need any. And what's important is Cham does reveal his Hydras.
Yes, this is a very important thing, but Vindicta is not backing away from the Widowmines.
Oh yeah, he's committed, mate. He's almost done. But I love this. We have some nice SimCity.
Wait, he did. Look.
Oh, he canceled. Wow. Okay, I love this from Vindicta. You know, just because he started it and because it was so close to finishing, he isn't going to like be stubborn and stick with it. He knows that, hey, Widowmines are not what I want right now. He ends up canceling Drilling Claws and switches back into tanks.
All the mind games like that. I haven't seen so many mind games in years.
I love it. I love it here from Vindicta. Playing so well right now, adapting to what his opponent's doing. We'll see what he can do. Right now, he's doing a really good job at like keeping the creep in check for now. As we can see, he's just continuing to clear up more and more of it.
Yeah, actually for very free, like Cham is not doing anything to stop the creep from being destroyed. Oh no, these poor Marines, okay. Ooh, just in the nick of time, he saves them.
Ooh, just barely. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, Cham is trying to engage with these Marines. Ooh, the Marines got kind of close there, but the target fire is pretty good. Oh my god.
And that was really good. He lost very few Marines for a lot of Banelings.
Mate, that target fire was sexy.
Yes.
Oh my.
This is why like Vindicta is on this side of the screen and not here.
Exactly. This is why Vindicta's playing and he's not casting, right? Meanwhile, we do have some Link Bane connecting, but honestly, mainly on Marauders. Like, they just haven't really been able to get many juicy connections at all.
Yeah, the Vindicta is doing a really good job at making trades with these Marines.
Oh my god,
Even on the
focus fire.
other side of the map as well.
Yeah, exactly. In two places at once, Vindicta, he is honestly trading better in both places, right? I don't think there was any decent baneling connections, some solid focus fire. We do see Vindicta, he's keeping the creep spread at bay. And as all this is happening, ooh, Cham, he has been teching up, and finally we see the lurkers coming out.
But I have to say, Vindicta, while he has done all of this, he has been amassing tanks at home. Plus we have Ghost on the battlefield now.
Exactly. Thankfully, Vindicta was taking up as well to kind of try and counter those lurkers. Right now, it looks like that drop will make it in. Ooh, nice. And there's not really much here to defend. Meanwhile, Cham is getting ready to push in, but there are so many tanks.
May Vindicta is doing a really good job with everything that has happened in this game. He's controlling his Marines like perfectly, and he's trying to pick Cham apart.
Yeah. And so far, he's doing a decent job. He hasn't dealt like game-ending damage by any means. Like, Cham has been able to keep up for the most part. But what's important is that what Vindicta has been able to do is keep Cham busy. Cham, he wanted to be aggressive, and for the most part, Vindicta has been left completely alone here on his side of the map.
May is he going to focus the base?
Oh.
No.
Doesn't get it yet.
Not enough.
Yeah,
not enough DPS. The lurkers managed to save it.
Just barely. But what's important is that at any moment, he can send another drop back in, and he can snipe it later on. Oh boy. Meanwhile, finally, Cham has been able to deal with both drops to the north and the south, and finally, he's able to apply some pressure to one of the bases of Vindicta.
There's a lot of lurkers here.
Ooh, he does lose a handful. Meanwhile, we do have another army here on the left-hand side of the map. He tries to push in, but all the tanks were left here to defend. Vindicta has enough to push him away.
Man, this game is going really well. Nukes are on the way, like.
Here we go. Bring it to us. Nukes are here. Vipers are coming out as well. 3-3 for both players. Oh boy, I was about to say I worry for Cham. Cham, the thing is that now he finally has some room to breathe, and he is finally establishing these fringe bases. Vindicta is still stuck on 4. Eventually, he will need to expand, and I feel like that will give Cham the opportunity to finally start dealing some damage to the economy of Vindicta.
This is true. This is very true. Meanwhile, oh no, Vindicta hadn't started his +1 attack on infantry. Just now he has started it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if right now he has the complete 3-3?
Yeah, that'd be huge if 3-3 was in play here. Meanwhile, ooh, we do see a nuke here for Vindicta. Cham does notice, he does evacuate his base. But again, this is a distraction. The Overlord. Yo, Vindicta, he wants that base. He doesn't get it. Cham was in position to defend. Yo, we got more nukes coming down. The evac chambers are low enough to actually die. Can +3 finish?
13 seconds, 10 seconds.
Oh, it's not gonna finish, mate. Oh god. The tech, all the tech.
No, 2 seconds remaining. It does not finish. Plus the armor has been denied. Plus, I don't know if you saw it. He destroyed 3 Viper's lights.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ, the nukes have been landing. The base up here to the north was also denied as well. There was also a drop. There was a lot going on. I had to kind of choose on what to focus on with the camera. Oh god. But again, denying all those upgrades was huge, and this ghost is still here. My god. And Cham, he just hasn't been able to do anything here. Finally, he denies one of the nukes.
Man, what a game. And Vindicta is not stopping. He's keeping making the nukes. And wait, what is that ghost on clock? What's that ghost on clock?
Yeah, it's just been chilling here the entire time. It's just literally been chilling.
Finally gets killed, but not before he gets 1 drone.
Oh boy,
Cham has finally had enough. he's going just fuck it. I'm going to try to destroy everything he has, and he has quite a good amount of settings and buildings. Plus the oh my god, what's the name of those things? The lurkers, yes. But here are the ghosts, sniping all the lurkers away.
Yeah, the problem was that was a great engagement by Cham, but I don't think any of the ghosts died. Like, there was some really good control there by Vindicta, pulling all the lurkers away. They all survived, and the ghosts are the big threat for the lurkers. That's why the lurkers were forced back. They cannot stick around when all those snipes are available. And now, mate, we can just keep nuking.
And he will keep nuking. +3/+3 is done for Vindicta. Meanwhile, Cham is only starting his +3 armor that was cancelled before. Mate, 19 corruptors are on the way.
I think Cham wants to go into Broodlord, since the Greater Spire did finish up, so it does make sense, but it is going to take quite some time, and this nuke will ooh, just barely doesn't go off.
Man, what an interesting game. When was the last time you saw nukes in a TVC?
It's been a while. It's been a very long time. I will always remember, I think it was Terran versus the Zerg Lord, where they had nukes, or maybe it was Terran versus Ryu, but that was last year. Like, it's been months. It's been months. Oh my god. Meanwhile, Vindicta, we do see he does have a couple of drops here towards the north. You know, a couple of Liberators do get caught out here towards the south. Cham, he's just expanding all over the place, which is great, but oh god. And to be fair, the Broodlords are finally out.
Yes, although only 5 Broodlords, I think. Oh no, here comes the attack for Cham. It is clean. Only 3 SCVs dead.
Wow. Wow, the reaction time from Vindicta was insane, keeping his mineral line alive. I spoke too soon though. Finally, the Lings do get in and get a couple more worker kills. So Cham is finally dealing some damage, but that was a pretty big cost there. But he needed to free up some supply, because we do have infestors on the way. We even have spores.
This is crazy. This is a really entertaining game where players are basically going for everything. Like, Thors are on the way. The +3 factory units is also almost done. A lot of turrets, and people are just expanding everything. And look, here comes the snipes. Snipes the queen. No more vision.
Yeah, exactly. Nicely done. But we do, of course, I mean, we thought this composition was gone, but it has returned. A Broodlord Infestor is the name of the game for Cham here. Unfortunately, Vindicta has stopped nuking all over the place. So Cham, he has been able to kind of breathe a little bit. He has had a little bit more freedom, and for the most part, his bases have been left alone.
Nukes forces Cham to go back a little bit. The problem is that those nukes forces Cham to go back a little bit, but I don't see Vindicta capitalizing on it.
Yeah, he is pushing him back, but as you said, like, he's not. It doesn't feel like Vindicta is gaining much ground. We do have a nuke behind though. Interesting. I love this, especially if Vindicta pushes forward and forces Cham to back off. Oh, the infestors. Okay. Ay.
That scared me for a second over there.
Oh my god, Cham is just surrounded by nukes. He's got to get out of here. He's like, you know what? You can have that position. I'm done. I'm backing off. Oh boy. Meanwhile, the lurkers were trying to be aggressive towards the south, but they were forced back, and now Cham is actually pushing forward.
He's slowly gaining ground, which is very important in this game, that the map has been basically split, and all the bases are being taken.
Ooh, and finally Cham, yeah, he's pushing on forward. He has broken this position of Vindicta. Vindicta, though, he has a lot of anti-air, he has a lot of Vikings, he has a lot of Thors, but he doesn't have a lot of buffers, so every single time he pushes forward, the Broodlings do get on top of his army. And the lurkers.
No, what about position to put that building over there?
Fusion core, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he managed to cast a couple of gods with the fungus.
To be fair,
Nice
the Ghost actually sniped a couple of infestors as well, and you know what? That was the last fungal.
Now Vindicta pushing into all these Broodlords are pretty free basically.
Oh my god, every single corruptor is dead, and now the Vikings can just dive on top of the Broodlords. Dive, I say, dive. Go for him, go get him. Oh god, and there we go. The Vikings are just going crazy. The main Terran army is pushing forward on top of the Spores. The Spores are doing a decent job at chipping away at the Vikings, but that's a lot of dead Broodlords.
Yeah, mate. Cham basically has nothing. Like, he has just a bunch of Zerglings, which is not going to do anything versus all these Thors and these Ghosts.
Oh god. To be fair, Lings are what you want against Ghosts and Thors. The problem is that there are Marines mixed in here, there are Liberators as well, and there's also just a massive chunk of army. Like, Cham, I don't know if he's gonna have enough here. He's gonna try though. He's gonna try and maybe fungal and just dive in.
Yes. If something can save him, it is those Infestus.
Oh boy, and we'll see if it's going to be good enough. Never mind, a nuke is going to be landing. Cham, he has to give up this position. Ay.
Another base that is going to fall.
But goodbye base, and Cham, he's now going across the map. He may be forced to just like go for a base trade. Even then, I don't know if he could pull it off. Like, he has a lot of bases over here. Like, his important bases are pretty far away from Vindicta's army, so he doesn't necessarily have to hold here. Meanwhile, massive EMP on the Infestors.
Indeed, just Vindicta pushing in little by little, and I think Cham is getting ready to counterattack. He's amassing all his head and all what is he doing?
They're fighting, they're trying to stop the Ghosts.
Que finally do it. Bingo. Dude, Cham base is getting wrecked.
Yeah, Cham's bases are getting destroyed. He gave up that position. Now he's finally going in with his Infestors. Neural Parasite finished.
Vindicta is forced to get out, and yeah, Neural Parasite detours, and Vindicta has lost a chunk of his army, but that army paid himself truly.
Yeah,
he destroyed 2 bases. He traded 21 drones dead.
Yeah,
and I don't know how much of the tech also got destroyed in the natural base.
Yeah, exactly. The Greater Spire, I believe, was killed, so no more Corruptors or Broodlords are going to be coming out from Cham anytime soon. Cham also lost his neural space here to the right-hand side. Vindicta was also pushing at 2 places at once. And as you said, sure, Vindicta lost his Thors, but, like, it's fine. Like, as you said, like, they were well worth it. But now Cham has a bunch of momentum going his way.
Nice bleed for the Vendlings.
Yeah, 1 Ghost goes down, and this is scary. Like, if he bunches up, then the army will get fungal. Like, these Infestors are terrifying right now for Vindicta.
I love the dance and the repositioning that the players have to do every time an engagement happens.
Also, exclamation mark Funada Yaku in the chat, mate, that does not rhyme.
This liquor for all mate Vindicta. No, mate.
No,
what are you thinking?
Shaking my head, Yaku, shaking my head. Oh my god, as Vindicta is sieging up here. Ooh, another one of the Ghosts almost gets sniped, but he does force a cancel here on the freshest base of Cham.
Here we go, mate. The planetary is not done, and Zerglings and Lurkers managed to get in. A lot of SCVs are getting down.
Aye. At the same time, Vindicta is even pushing here to the bottom side of the map as well. So it looks like both players are going to lose some bases.
Yeah. Yo. Like it. I don't like it. The defense of Vindicta is better than what Cham has, and oh my god, that choke point.
Yeah, that was a meat grinder. Cham trying to move up a ramp into a planetary and tanks. That was disastrous. It's happening again. This time the nuke was denied.
Oh god, those Infestors.
They have such high energy, but such low health. Like, oh boy. Cham, he's here with his main. Yo, the EMPs! Up!
Oh. Just nice, mate. What EMP is this?
Wait, he didn't even snipe. He just
immediately down.
He auto attacked. Yeah, he aim moved. Vindicta, please. Oh god.
Cham managed to break that choke point, and he's trying to kill all the reinforcement and entering his base.
Yeah, Cham just gave up on the position to the bottom right. He moved his entire army here to the top left, and it looks like he will get a couple of bases here. Vindicta, he was completely out of position, now has to rotate his entire army over. God, there's scans everywhere.
Yeah. Mate, after 25 minutes, who do you think is on top?
I want to say Vindicta. I do think that Cham is struggling a little bit more. I say that, but Cham does have the higher supply. Like, it just comes down to the spellcasters, right? It comes down to the fungals. It comes down to the infestors.
And that your units are not cut off position like this, like right here, like all the Vikings are gone. If I were in Vindicta, I could probably make Broodlords again. Maybe, question mark. If I were Cham, I would probably do Broodlords again.
Yeah, like this is a lot of corruptors. The problem is that it is only a spire. He does not have a greater spire yet, so it will take some time to get that building morphed in, but it's well worth getting. He still only has that one Broodlord from the beginning. He's been able to stay alive through it all.
The things he has seen.
Yeah. Oh boy, that poor guy. Well, Cham does take a couple of free tank shots there, but nothing too big. I'm honestly surprised that these rocks have survived this long. Neither player has decided to like kill them.
To be honest, I don't think Vindicta wants to kill them. That's another place where a certain attack will come. Ooh, good fungus. He gets some ghosts.
Good fungus.
But a good EMP also keeps the rest of the hit the rest of the infestors, and they're going down, mate.
Yeah, you know what? Just the last Broodlord the Broodlord just died. No, he was alive for so long, and now Vindicta is pushing out on the map again. The infestors, they're either dead or out of energy, and now Cham has to give up another base. At the same time, Cham, he's just sending his army to the bottom right hand side where the army of Vindicta is not. But you know what is here? Plenty of liberators. It's going to be so difficult for Cham to make something happen here. Nobody's going in.
You say plenty of liberators, but if you look closely, there's actually a path free straight to the SCVs. Okay, now he's going to cover it.
There we go. At the same time, we got a small drop here. It will get cleaned up. Ooh, Cham, he's trying to retake more of his bases, but he's kind of being like corralled here into the corner of the map.
Hey, are we going to mine out this map?
We'll see. Alright, Cham's getting ready. Yeah, another cancel is forced. I just realized as well, Cham only has one infestor and he has not remade them. Oh, he's going in first round. Oh my god, and a lot of snipes are going off. The Lings are getting on top of all the ghosts though, and the Bailings are finally getting some juicy connections. It looks like maybe it was enough, but yo, look at all those surviving ghosts. Oh my god.
Mate, the problem I think is that in that fight, a lot of the supply was in just corruptors. Which after they destroyed the liberators, they couldn't do much more.
Exactly. They couldn't really do much at all. Also, the detection was sniped, so Cham actually couldn't attack those ghosts either. Oh god, the base is being taken out. The boys are pulled. Cham is trying to borrow the lurkers. Oh my god, incredible lurker shots. Almost every single ghost goes down.
Yeah, man, still it is 125 supply versus 68, and Cham I think only has one mining base.
This is even a base. Zero, yeah, he has zero. There's one mineral patch here, and there's no base here. Like Cham is broke, mate.
I think Vindicta has done it.
Yeah.
Like this is the last stand of Cham. It's all the army he has. He's forced to use the drones in his army. That's how little army he has now.
Exactly. God, he's conscripted the drones. They are part of the Cham army. It's not even enough. GG gets called.
Mate, the power of Terran, mate.
The power of Terran. Man with gun is OP. Oh wow, GG, well played. Also, I do have a request because I thought it was an issue on my end. Don't forget to update the semis on Challenge. They've been left blank this entire time.
Let me go for it.
All right.
It's not my fault. It's the players who keep not reporting. There we go. Better?
Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. Oh boy. So I have good news and bad news. Good news is we're gonna have non-stop StarCraft for the rest of the day. Bad news is unfortunately I will not have a break in between casts to like get things ready. So for those wondering, straight after this tournament ends, straight after this finals, ESL Open Cup Asia. Let's go.
It's okay, man. You can rest when you're dead.
Yeah. Hey, if this keeps going, it's gonna be any day now. It's gonna oh god.
Any day now. I'm sorry.
Go for it.
So yeah, starting here in Light Shade, we have the third player playing for Exxon Gaming. It is Cham.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Lightshade LE, we have the American Terran player. He is blue, representing Alpha X. It is, of course, Vindicta.
So, mate, what do you do after a 30-minute game?
You cheese is what I would love to see, but mate, these guys, they're gamers, mate. All right, then they're just built different. They're gonna macro up again. We're gonna have another 30-minute game.
Vindicta is a little more cautious. He's going to SV scout this game.
Oh boy, yeah. He's just making sure that Cham isn't doing anything crazy. And to be fair, Cham has been known to cheese before. Like, I will always remember the game on Eternal Empire, Cham versus Paco Mike, where Cham pulled the drones across the map against Paco Mike, and he won. Shaking my head, Paco. Yeah.
What do you mean shaking my head, Paco? It was Cham who did it.
Nah, it was. I remember because we were casting and Paco Mike kept making oracles. He kept making oracles, and he kept running out of energy to kill the lings because he was being like drone and ling flooded. And it's like make a void ray, just make a void ray. And there was a point where Paco Mike had like 5 oracles, and they kept running out of energy. And it's like, mate, I'm shaking my head. He also kept like activating the beam, and he left it on. He kept leaving it on. So, God damn it!
This is why we have Cham in the finals.
Exactly. Aye. All right, here we go. So Vindicta, he is just kind of chipping away at all of these things, you know. Pretty standard stuff so far. Cham, very interestingly, he did take the triangular third base instead of the vertical third.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when players take that base, it usually means that they want to be aggressive.
Usually, yes. It could also be a bit of a mind game, right? But typically when a player does this, it's so they can spread creep a little bit faster and then maybe go for like a queen roach push or something along those lines, especially in ZvP.
Excellent. You heard it here first, mates. Light is saying that we're going to see a queen roach push this game.
I also said you can mind game, right? I don't know if Cham would do that. I'm curious to see if we see the Cham of old. I don't know if you remember this, but very often in ZvT last year, Cham would go Swarm Host. He even did that against Juanito in DreamHack.
To be honest, I don't remember.
Mate, what are you on about? The season, I think it was DreamHack Autumn, maybe Winter, where Cham beat Juanito in DreamHack in the upper bracket finals, and then they had to have a rematch in the grand finals. Yeah, Cham he went Swarm Host against Bio.
Sure, I believe you. I'll check the bots later.
God damn it! But yeah, Cham always has can have a quirky way of playing. But we'll see. We'll see if we get into that.
Oh man, he almost got it. That was a very nice first shot with the Hellions. You know what? I think Vindicta self-sabotage over there, because just when the Hellions were going to do the second good shot, the Reaper Mine detonated. And it break away the lifeline.
It did. Feels bad, man. I also loved the way the two armies were moving as well. Like, Vindicta was trying to juke the Lings away and try and go back and stuff, but in the end, the Hellions were cleaned up. Once again, just like game number 1, Vindicta is going for that 1-1-1, went for a faster TC before the starport, and is going for Banshees.
Just like in game number 1, like Cham going for the fast layer, and now Bending Nest.
Yeah, we'll see if this time Cham is finally able to go into mutas. If you recall, it was half an hour ago, but Cham wanted to get into mutas in game number 1, but he got scouted, so he was forced to cancel, forced to remake, and go Hydra Lurker instead.
We'll see how good the Banshees are in this game.
Yeah, they're coming out. Pair of Banshees are on the way.
Cleaning up the people over there, like those Hellions, and just keeping. I love it. Keeping the queens just as far away as possible from the spot where the Banshees are going to hit.
Oh yeah. Here come the Banshees. Ooh, they do delay this 4th base. Cham wanted to expand, but the drone was taken care of, and he does force all the queens back. Ooh, and in the end, Vindicta, he won't find too much damage. 6 drones have gone down. The Hellions try to dive back in, but there are plenty of Lings to stop the Hellions from getting into the mineral line.
Thanks. 6 drones went on with that raid of Banshees over there. The Spire now is about to finish. This time it is going to finish on time.
Oh boy, so as great as game number 1 was, finally we are going to be getting into some Ling Bane Muta action against Vindicta, and we'll see how good Cham's Muta control and how much it compares to Jim Rising.
We'll see. I mean, part of the problem with Jim Rising was just the bad luck that he keeps running into Marines every time the meters move.
Yeah. It was pretty awful. Feels bad, man, for Jim. These Hellions, they do trade as best they can, but they all finally get taken out. Meanwhile, the drop does finally land here. The tank will be landed, and he does manage to siege up here, trying to deny the 4th base.
Keep not liking these pushes by Vindicta with only 1 tank. Because look, it is very easy for the Zeldin just to come and surround it.
Yeah, that's exactly what they do. The tank goes down, all the Marines will get cleaned up. The mutas do reveal themselves, so now Vindicta knows, hey, you know, this is a little bit different. We're seeing some muta play coming out from Jim. Yeah, as you said, that drop had much to be desired. It was cleaned up.
Build at least 2 tanks before moving out. You can do it.
He just wanted to hit a little bit faster, maybe hoping to catch Cham off guard, but yeah, it just didn't work out in the end. Meanwhile, the mutas are trying to find some damage, but the Marines of Vindicta, mate, they're always in the right place. Also, I want to commend Cham on something. Mate, look at this creep spread, by the way. Like, he's getting past the halfway point. Like, it's already encroaching on Vindicta.
Yeah, he has done his homework this time. Because the previous game, when Vindicta destroyed the creep, Cham took his sweet time to rebuild it again. But now he had the queens ready. He put the creep fast as soon as it got destroyed. This is why we have the creep now on his half of the map.
Exactly. Vindicta just hasn't been able to be anywhere near as active as he was in game number 1 as well. Just the mutas and the Ling Bane have always been here. I love how, unlike Jim Rising, Cham, he doesn't keep trying to like get into a mineral line. He is content with just having map control. And with that map control, as we were saying, like it allows the creep to be spread without any problems at all. Like it's impossible for Vindicta to really push out and clean it up because of all the mutas that are out here.
Indeed. If they're just flying around trying to see where they poke out,
Oh my god.
And look, this is exactly why they poke around. They see what they can find, and they find a straight medivac full of Marines.
Yeah, there we go. It gets cleaned up. At the same time, there is a small drop here to the north. Finally, Vindicta, he knows the situation he's in. He's trying to clean up some of the creep, but he does get forced back. At the same time, the mutas try to dive in, but there's plenty here to defend. Oh my god. Alright, Cham, he gets out with his mutas.
The Marines.
A bunch of Marines do go down. Unfortunately, the Widow Mines, they do go off, but it was a little bit late, and Vindicta, he's trying to expand here, but there are plenty of Lings and Banes to stop that from happening.
Yeah, exactly. He's not going to land anytime soon. And here come the mutas. Come on, pick it up.
Here come the mutas, slowly focusing on that CC, but there are Marines here and Thors to push those mutas away.
I like better the chances of Cham in this game. He's now at max supplies versus Vindicta 150.
Yeah, I mean to get there.
The thing that I will say that Vindicta has is that he has the faster 2-2.
Yeah, I was actually about to say the same thing, where the upgrades of Vindicta have been a little bit faster. Cham has given that up in favor of his own army supply, so Vindicta has that advantage right now, but we'll see if it's enough. The Widow Mines!
Nice shots. I mean, there were not enough Marines, but now all these mutalisks are in yellow. They cannot stay for too long. Meanwhile, this base is again denied.
Yeah, it is denied. Widow Mine shots go off, but the Banelings actually get on top of the Widow Mines in the back. Nice trades there by Cham. Finally, Vindicta, he's trying to get this base up and running. It's not going to happen, mate.
Question, chat, is Vindicta going to get a 4 base this game?
That's a good question. It's not looking good. It's not looking good for Vindicta right now.
It's not. And meanwhile, with Cham having Vindicta busy there collecting the 4 base, his Great Spire is now down lights.
Yeah, it's done. Corruptors are coming out. Brood Lords are going to be coming out here for Cham, not Lurkers. And we'll see how he does here. Oh, the Widow Mine shot does go off. Oh my god, the Banelings almost killed the CC.
He lifted just in the nick of time because a couple of Banelings must and there were having no CC left. But it seems that Vindicta finally is going to keep this 4 base here.
Yeah, it looks like it. The Banelings are going to be rolling in, but there's not enough Ling Bane here. Cham does get forced back. Finally, the 4th is being taken by Vindicta.
Yeah, but I mean, does it matter, Light? Because Cham now has 7 Brutals on the map.
Oh boy. And he's morphing in a couple more as well. I'm sure he would love to morph in more, but Cham is maxed out at 200 supply, and Vindicta just hasn't been anywhere near as active as he would have liked to be. He just hasn't left his bases. He's been struggling to defend.
Nice Widow Mine bait.
Oh my god, Cham actually turns around and he wants to fight this. I mean, I guess it's only Marines, and the Banelings actually get juicy connections.
Yes, I mean, he wants to free supply to build the rest of the Broodlords. Plus, he's now building also Infestors.
Brood Lord Infestor.
Meanwhile, Vindicta with a drop, he's going to cancel this base of Cham's.
Does cancel it once. At the same time, another drop here to the south. Finally, Vindicta is being active on the map. Finally, he had the room to send these drops out, and he's actually dealing damage, right? Denying a base here to the north, you know, denying all this mining, killing a bunch of drones. But the worrisome thing, and he's clearing creep as well. Like, this is great. But, mate, look at that massive blob in the center of the map. Like,
I mean, the only thing that I will say about this massive blob of Cham in the middle of the map is that he has nothing to protect him.
True.
If Marines suddenly run under it, they can snipe it.
They could. They definitely could. I'm just worried because there are only Marines. Like, there are no ghosts to snipe, right? That's something that we had plenty of for Vindicta. Finally, only just now the Ghost Academy is on the way.
Vindicta didn't see the Broodlords coming at all. This is the first time he sees them, and he's like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
Now he's making the Ghost Academy. He's making the Vikings. He's making more doors.
And I love this. This is a desperation move for Vindicta, but it's working. He's actually just committing to these pushes across the map because he cannot fight the Broodlords right now. He gives up a base, but he gets 2 instead. Maybe even 3. Oh my god.
Yeah, mate, but 50 settings are being built right now. The moment that Cham crushes that push, there's nothing left at home for Vindicta to destroy the Broodlords.
That's the thing. There's nothing left right now to destroy the Broodlords.
Cham can trade a few bases, and as long as he lives, he will win.
Yeah, but you know what's scary? Mate, those Widow Mines are about to reset. They're about to reset. Oh, the detection gets here just in time! Oh, god. Mate, there was a world where that detection didn't show up and those Widow Mines would have gone off on the Broodlords, but that is not this world. Vindicta, he's coming back home with a hero Thor, looking to try and take on the Broodlords.
Watch it get another parasite.
Yeah. I was waiting for it as well. As you were saying, everything across the map gets cleaned up, and now Vindicta has to deal with the Broodlords, and he has nothing. He has nothing to defend. Oh boy. He has what? 3 Thors?
It's not enough. Like whatever it is, it's not enough. Look, I love it. The Widow Mice try to burrow under the Broodlord, but they didn't manage. And here comes the last stand of Vindicta. He's come with everything. And, yeah, the last stand of Vindicta. He has nothing after this, and the Broodlords and the Infestors going to destroy everything.
Exactly. GG gets called. The Cham. He ties up the series 1-1. Just want to remind everyone that this is a best of 5. I am stretching. I recommend everyone make sure you hydrate, get plenty of water, stretch. Oh boy, because these two, mate, they're going at it.
Map number 3 is going to be Romanticide Light.
Ooh. Romanticide LE. What does LE stand for?
Last edition.
Oh, the last
because edition. The game is dead, you know. Yeah, because the game is dead. These are the last maps.
A lot of people thought that. A lot of people thought Romanticide was going to be a part of the last map pool, but no, it is not. We do have a new map pool.
It could be part of the map pool.
It could. It could still be. You're not wrong.
Did you saw that cryptic tweet by Apollo a few days ago?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was only the tip of the iceberg. Like, what does it mean? I cannot sleep at night thinking about it.
It means Apollo sunk the Titanic, mate. That's what that means, mate. God. F's in the chat for Jack.
He deserved better.
He should have been on the door, mate. Should have. Oh god.
Yeah, here we go. On Romanticide, our third map of this best of 5 finals, we have the red shirt player playing for Exxon. It is Cham.
And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Romanticide LE, we have, oh my, the American Terran player sending out 2 SCVs. He's doing it representing Alpha X. It is Vindicta. Let's go.
Vindicta is like, no, mate, I gotta play ESL Asia.
It's too late, man. It already started. Oh god, here we go. The overlords are coming out here for Cham, and looking at the direction, he may not spot this, mate.
No, they won't unless they magically make a turn right now.
Vindicta,
Vindicta is not Neo. Cham is not expecting this from Vindicta.
Exactly. I mean, thankfully for Cham, he does keep one of his overlords above his natural, so he will see if SCVs show up to throw down bunkers, but he will not see the proxy. The proxy has been unscattered. And there are some fancy things you can do here. Obviously, if you're Vindicta, you can use these SCVs to mine the minerals and break through and you know, push this way, if he so wishes. But yeah, right now, Cham has no idea.
I find it very interesting that Cham didn't immediately send his second overlord to the main base in Vindicta. And yeah, he's going to mine, and he's going to see it.
Wow, Cham, he's going to see it. He sees it with his overlord. He spots the SCVs. Oh my god, and now Cham is 100% aware of what's coming.
One spine already being built. The drones are being pulled.
Oh boy, the drones are being pulled. Let's see how good the micro is. Let's see if he can get on top of those SCVs. Let's see if he can push away and zone out these Marines. And so far, he's doing a decent job. Oh my god, and he almost gets us around.
Oh god.
Does take out some of the Marines. Oh my god, the surround! Wow, and the bunkers are denied.
Scout by Cham, good reaction by Cham. It was a nice try by Vindicta, but yeah, Cham wasn't top. Now, like, if you were Vindicta, what do you transition into?
I mean, he's throwing down the factory at home, which is great. He's throwing down his natural as well. He's attempting to transition out of this. He isn't 100% all in. But Vindicta, just like Neo, is in a bad place right now. Oh boy. I mean, the Lings are going across the map. There's nothing here at home, so they can chip away at the wall. They shouldn't do too much damage because, again, all Vindicta has to do is pull a couple of SCVs and repair the supply depots. But yeah, this is rough. This is rough.
I love how Cham doesn't feel completely safe yet, and he still builds. Oh, he was building a spine. He actually canceled it. Build the Roach Warrior. So okay, he knows that nothing more is coming, so he just cancels it, saves the money, and a Roach Warrior is coming late.
Oh boy, the 1-2 punch. Cham is going to be ready to go for this massive roach push, and Vindicta is so far behind in terms of tech, right? Like, really have enough to hold on. He's going to have to pray, mate. He's going to have to whip out that Jesus statue and pray to him right now if he wants to hold on. Oh god.
By the way, like, Vindicta didn't see the Roach Warren. He saw the spine being built before it was cancelled.
Ah, god. We'll see. He should be able to spot it. The Rax has enough health, and it is headed towards that natural base, and it looks like, yeah, he should be able to finally get some eyes on the Roach Warren. But just because you know you're about to die doesn't mean that you can stop it from happening. Oh god. We'll see.
Going for his own 1-2 punch. Hellions on one side, Marine drop in the other.
Here we go.
This is going to hit exactly as the roaches are coming out.
The roaches, they're already here. They push away the Marines. Meanwhile, the Hellions, they do poke away at the third base, but all this really does is confirm for Vindicta that there is a third hatchery, and it looks like Cham will be able to just swat away what Vindicta has.
transfuse. Nothing is lost here for Cham. Yeah, Cham is miles ahead in this game.
I mean, Vindicta, he got a creep tumor.
I mean, does creep tumor actually show up in the resources lost tab?
No. Oh yeah, it does. It does. There it is. You got one.
It does. What does it count as?
It's a building. It counts as a building, I think. I don't know.
Okay, so, okay, it's something. I give you that.
Yeah, he got an Overlord as well, right? He's denying some scouting, so Cham doesn't know that, you know, there's a commitment to these Raxes. Doesn't know that there's a third CC on the way. So Vindicta does have some things going for him. Like, this isn't impossible for him to win. He can still maybe catch Cham off guard, maybe go for a big Doom drop, maybe yeah, maybe make something happen in that way. In a head-on engagement, it shouldn't be possible for Vindicta to win right now. But again, when it comes to Terran, when it comes to Medivacs, mate, you have all this drop potential, and even things like this Banshee.
Oh god. We say that the Banshee is already half dead.
Ah, no! Vindicta, please! Oh god, the Banshee goes down without getting any damage whatsoever. Oh god. Mate, don't give up. Oh god. Alright, the Hellions are being sent out, the third base is being taken. Like, you know, Vindicta, he's getting his economy going. You know, he's got one on the way, he's got his upgrades on the way. The problem is that, like, trying to hit this kind of timing, it's gonna take a while.
Yes, especially if you don't manage to make good damage to your opponent's economy, which, by the way, he's starting to do it.
Yeah.
5 drones already going down.
Mate, Cham is being punished for not spreading creep here on the northern side of the map. Like, he's halfway across the map everywhere else, but because of this, Vindicta was able to come in and really catch Cham off guard. 7 drones go down, and that's the first step here in Vindicta's comeback.
I believe Cham has left Vindicta a little too free to do whatever he wants in his base after his failed attempt at a proxy Rax. He's still 20 workers down, but he's only 20 workers down. With enough time, he can recover, and Cham has given him the time.
He is giving him time. I don't know if he's given him enough time yet. I still think Cham is like firmly ahead. But you're right in saying that Cham hasn't like gone for any kind of timing or anything like that. He's just teching up. He's just droning up, throwing down more tech buildings, throwing down an infestation pit, getting more upgrades. Like, it doesn't look like Cham wants to go for the kill anytime soon. And
I'm not
like,
sure how much you like it.
Yeah, like that could be best case scenario for Vindicta, right? Like, I guess.
Yeah, it is the best thing that you can do when you fail such a spectacular proxy is not to die.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And right now, Vindicta, he's not dying. He's not dying pretty well. As we see, this drop will die. But, you know, he does confirm the 4th base. He does have a drop here towards the south. It does get pushed away by the Link Bane, but he just drops straight into the natural base. Cham, though, for the most part, it does seem that he is on top of all of this, and these drops aren't going to find any economic damage.
90 workers for Cham. 90 workers, and he's making more.
Cham, you gotta stop droning. You gotta... That's another way that Vindicta can get back into this, is if Cham makes nothing but workers. But what I will say is that now that Cham has 97 workers, I do think that he will focus on army now. And if he does, like, he's got so much money, so much larva to work with. Oh boy.
God, I hope so. Can you imagine if he start making even more workers now?
I would call him up. I would get him on the phone. The hell are you doing, Cham? Stop making drones. Oh my, and you know what? Cham is going to lose this space, but instead he's going for a big counterattack. And there's an army here. It's not sieged. It's a little bit vulnerable.
There's a little bit of SimCity, but I think the Bane is a free reign.
Oh yeah, the boys are forced off the line. The Lings are getting on top of the tank. Or not.
Oh, the Lynx managed to get into the natural base, but there's enough Marines here to clean it.
There was some wonky micro there. Meanwhile, Cham loses another base here towards the north. Yo, he's losing a lot of bases to these drops. Like, Cham only back down to 4.
See, this is the problem. Cham gave Vindicta too much time to recover, and now he started to gain ground again.
How much ground is he gaining, though? We'll see. His main army is pushing out. I just worry for the main army pushes. I feel like Cham should have enough to deal with this. I say that Cham does not have many banelings, which is what I'm worried about right now. Mate, morph them in. Oh, God. Like, Cham is risking a lot here. Like, he has a bank, but it looks like he wants to save to morph in lurkers. I don't know,
like I'm scared now.
Yeah, this is worrisome. All right, here come the Vipers.
Oh, the Vipers can make all the difference in this fight. Blinding clouds over the tanks.
Exactly.
These tanks are made all the tanks are going to run. The main army is clean as well.
Yeah, exactly. There were no splits there for Vindicta. I don't know what happened. He fell asleep at the wheel, but the Banelings got beautiful connections on top of all the Marines. All the tanks go down. The drops almost get picked off here, and Cham is able to clean up the army. And Vindicta, like, he is so far down in supply now. Like, he couldn't afford a loss like that.
I mean, to take into account, most of this supply difference is in workers. But now that the army has been traded, the amount of workers is what's going to make a difference in this matchup.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. And speaking of, like, the Lings, they get on top of it. Another tank, it goes down. Vindicta is able to keep his 4th alive for now, but he is not able to land it. And enough time has passed where finally the lurkers are out for Cham. And I don't know, mate, like, Vindicta, he has, like, there's a Ghost Academy on the way, there's 3-3 on the way. I don't know if the game is going to last long enough for that to really kick in. Like, Cham is ready.
Yeah, I feel that we return to the previous game where Vindicta is not going to be able to get a 4th again. Oh, God. Can you imagine being a Marine inside that medivac and the medivac telling you drop, and you're like, no, mate, I play Banelings over there. What? GG?
GG. Cham pushes up the ramp with his lurker, Ling, Bane, Viper, and there was just not enough to defend. There was barely anything left for Vindicta, mate. It was, oof. GG. And I think something that we may be seeing right now is Vindicta had a really strong showing in game number 1, but does he have the stamina? You know, does he have the stamina to keep going with Cham? Because Cham, like, he shrugged off game 1 and he just kept going with, like, longer macro games, and we've seen him take game after game, you know, not tempted to go for any kind of early aggression or cheese. And in a longer series, like, Cham is slowly coming out ahead.
Mate, have you seen Cham?
Yes.
He's buff as fuck. So, of course, he has the stamina to keep going.
Exactly. Cham, yo, he's like the zest of Mexico, man. He's ripped.
Yes, he is.
Oh, my. Korea, watch out. When he gets over there.
Mate, we're loading now map number 4. Beckett Industries.
Yeah, here we go.
If Vindicta can win one map, I think it is this one. Because this is a really, really easy 3 base for Terran to keep.
Yeah. Oh boy, we'll see. We'll see if he can pull it off.
See, so starting here in Beckett Industries, in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, the Mexican third player, the best third player in Mexico and Latin America. It is Cham.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Beckett Industries ALE, we have the American Terran player. He is blue. He is, of course, representing Team Alpha X. It is Vindicta.
No proxies, mate. Vindicta noticed play NA-LatAm anymore, and he went, "Oh, okay, I'm going to play normal."
Yep, here we go. He's playing straight up here in the finals. No proxies for either player. Cham playing standard, which is what we would expect from Cham.
Cham knows he's the favorite. He doesn't need to do anything especially cheeky to win. He just needs to play regularly.
Oh boy, oh boy. And we'll see. Like, for the most part, Vindicta has been playing the same here. You could argue that he doesn't need to switch things up, right? You know, just playing like bio, trying to go for all these drops everywhere, trying to stem the creep spread. I would love to see a more committed push on this map. Like, sure, you were saying how it can be easier to expand and get 3 bases. At the same time, like, going for a tank push on a map like Beckett Industries, like, it can hit pretty fast. Maybe catch Cham when he's droning.
Yes, I'm going to go on a limelight. I'm going to go wild over here.
Okay.
And I'm going to say that I would like to see Vindicta going mech this game.
Oh my god, what?
This is the perfect mech map. You can easily get 3 bases. There's a lot of choke points that you can use. There's the zones in the middle of the map that makes your units move faster, which is critical when you have such a slow army as mech. Like, if there's one map where you can do it, it's this one.
So I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm going to assume that you've seen more of Vindicta than I have. But, have you seen Vindicta go mech before?
Pretty sure I have at some point, but I don't remember having seen him recently. So this is why I say this is my wild dream life.
Okay. It's your wet dream.
You know, yeah, I'm smoking one and thinking about Vindicta going mech.
Oh god, honestly I think it would be a lot of fun if he did whip it out, but yeah, we'll see if he does that. The problem is though that, like, Cham, I don't know if you remember this, the early days of Battle of the Americas, Cham had a lot of experience against mech playing against Pure Legacy. Do you remember? Like,
yes.
Every other week, Pure Legacy would come out with mech, and Cham would just, one game go Muta, the other game go Borrowed Roaches, the other game go Swarm Host. Like, Cham just did whatever he wanted, and just Pure Legacy really struggled. And like, as much as like a quote unquote meme Pure Legacy can be, like, he's a 6K player. Like, he's good. I don't know if Vindicta would be able to pull it off against Cham.
Oh no, my dreams has been shattered. Rip dreams. F in the chat, please.
F's in the chat. No mech from Vindicta. For shame. Oh my god. Yo, the Hellions, they get into the natural. They're roasting some drones.
Man, 3 drones. Where were the queens, actually?
The queens were at the 3rd, just kind of chilling. Meanwhile, the Reaper also went into the main base. 6 drones went down kind of for free.
Yeah, 6 drones for 2 Hellions. I'll take you every day.
Oh
That's
my god.
300 minerals versus 200 minerals of resources. So, yeah.
Yeah, the queens, they were like spreading creep or like injecting or whatever here at the 3rd. They just allowed these Hellions to just stroll into the natural. Wow, nice start from Vindicta.
We're not gonna have Banshees this game. Instead, Vindicta is building Liberators.
Ooh, okay, I like it. Some nice Liberator harass could deal a lot of damage. Meanwhile, the Hellions.
How quick the Vindicta started Steam this game, and now has started to build maps. So I think these Liberators are going to be less for harass and more for zoning later on when he goes with a tank push. I mean, he's gonna try to harass, which is the correct answer, but he's not going to trade them. He's just willing to be a little annoying while he's still building his numbers.
And I mean, hitting the 3rd base would honestly be pretty good. Like, there's no Spore here ready. Nice reaction by Cham, but there's a lot of less mining here. A lot of drones just kind of chilling out here, not really doing much at all. So, nicely done there by Vindicta. Doesn't lose the lib. Oh.
The queen.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh,
no.
No, the queen went down.
Just the little misclick, like 1 pixel too ahead.
Uh-huh.
And everything went on. I mean, the Liberator in the end died. And 1 queen for 1 Liberator, sure, I take it. But it could have been better.
Mm.
Meanwhile, like, how many Overlords has this Viking killed? 3 Overlords.
Yeah, 3. Mate, 4 Overlords now. Jesus Christ. Aye. Meanwhile, the Hellions are also clearing up a lot of creep here. What's very interesting to me is that, I don't know if you noticed, but Cham, like, he was being very greedy. He's trying to defend with nothing but queens, and we see why. He went straight into a lair, and he's going straight into a spire. He's trying to get the mutas out as fast as possible. Because of this, like, the Baneliness and the Baneling speed was a little bit delayed, and we'll see if he can get something done here, because I believe this has, yeah, it's been unscattered.
Okay, so we have this standard, basically, you know, apart from that greediness of Cham of defending only with queens, and here we go, 9 militaries are on the way.
Oh boy. So there's a couple of scary things, right? If Vindicta pushes now, mutas are not what you want to defend. You need Ling Bane. Vindicta, he is posturing a little bit, but like there is a window here where maybe he can deal a lot of damage. And Vindicta, unfortunately, he's taking his time a little bit. There is a really nice tank spread here. I'm really surprised, honestly. There are no Banelings being morphed in by Cham, still only Lings and Queens. And we'll see if it's enough to overwhelm this.
Here we go. Yes, it is enough to overwhelm this. I mean, the tanks were a little too... Oh no, the Metalists are getting picked up.
The Cham plays 2, 3, 4, 5 mutas? Oh my god. The Lings are just watching.
It was tried until it wasn't.
Wait, 7 mutas died. And now there are no more Lings, there are no Banelings. Vindicta, he's totally got this right now. Like it's in his grasp.
Green Hell have a...
See, people, this is why you all army hockey. None of this Lings on a different control group. Like, oh my god, the 3rd base goes down, the mutas come in once again, the queens are coming in to help as well, and that will definitely change the course of this battle. Finally, Cham is going to be able to clean this up, but he lost a lot, more than he needed to.
Yeah, he lost a lot of Metalists, he lost all his Zerlings, he lost 1 full base. So now they equal on base with the Terran player, which you do not want.
Mm-hmm.
Mate, I told you, this is the Terran map.
I think that was less of a Terran map, that was more of a Cham, just like, I don't know, maybe like a cat jumped on his, like, on his desk or something, I don't maybe something happened IRL, but like that, the lack of muta control there was insane. Like that was, to maybe game ending there. That they had that, like, we'll see. Cham is still in this, but oh boy. Here come the Lings once again. Yo, does Cham just not want to make does he just not like Banelings? Like
I don't know. I was actually thinking the same, because Baneling's ping is done.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not like he's using his gas for anything else extremely important. Like he's not building more Metalists anymore.
Mm-hmm.
How many does he have? He has 19 Metalists. That's a good number. But the question is, he has to put them to good use.
The mutas, they're trying to find some damage, but Vindicta, he's in the main base, he's at his 3rd base as well. The mutas, they cannot find a way in. And what we just saw, a lot of Lings just got shaved off for free. Finally, the first Banelings of the game, 10 minutes in, are being morphed in. And that will help so much to defend, but we'll see how it goes here. Like, there's not that much creep spread here to the south side of the map.
Come on, mate. Come on, mate.
Oh boy, here
There
we
go.
Yeah, more Banes are being morphed in, but the creep is receding.
Yeah, with the Thor's tanking and Widowmines here, let's see how good this. Oh no! There we go. That's all of the important buildings that there were here. The splits are good. More reinforcements are coming, so yeah. Cham managed to deflect this, but at what cost, mate?
Exactly. That was the most beautiful. That was the perfect Widowmine shot there. The majority of the Banelings went down to that. And now the rally is not stopping. And there are still Widowmines here. Vindicta was able to keep the Thor alive. There are barely any mutas remaining. And Vindicta, he wants to get a kill on this base. And we'll see if he can get it. He has a lot of momentum going for him. The Queens are showing up. They're trying to tank some Widowmine shots. Ooh.
The Banelings.
The Banelings, they give their life. Oh my god. The Widowmine shots.
What wonderful connections. And now Vindicta has... Cham has no more Banelings and Vindicta just free to advance.
Yeah. He can just keep going. The Queens have fallen as well. This fourth base is under threat. I say fourth, I guess it's a fifth because Cham did retake the base. No, the Widowmine shots! Cham, please, get some detection, Cham! Oh my god, GG!
Mate, we don't mind good unit.
Ay.
Every single Widowmine was incredible. Like,
yeah, every single one, mate. Every single one. Cham.
Why can't my Widowmine be like that? Vindicta, please loan me some of your Widowmines.
Oh god. And it's not like we haven't seen Cham do well against Widowmines before. Like in this very series, he's been doing really well. Cham has been able to split and bait out Widowmine shots and do all of this, but here in game number 4, he just fell apart, mate. I don't know what was happening there, but oh god. Those Widowmine shots, mate. Vindicta. We're going to the ace match.
Can you believe it that when we started this best of 5, did you think we were going to arrive to game number 5?
No, I didn't. I believe that Cham would have taken this series a lot faster, but Vindicta, he's proving me wrong. He is fighting back for America right now and for Terran.
I approve of fighting for Terran, sure. Here we go, mate. The last map in Blackburn, LA. In the bottom right-hand corner of the map. 2 games, 1 more game to win. He wins it all. His first Battle of the Americas of the year, I believe. And yeah, this is excellent Cham.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Blackburn LE, we have the American Terran player. I was gonna try and do an LE thing. LE, of course, does stand for lovers
embrace.
Embrace. That is something that Vortex will never have.
Oh my god. Okay, look. I'm not gonna say anything.
Vortex in the chat, I love you. Sporting in the bottom left, we have the American Terran representing Alpha X, tying up the series 2-2. It is Vindicta.
I mean, mate, you say you love Vortex, but then you say that he's never gonna have a lover's embrace. So I'm not sure if I believe you. Somewhere over there, you're lying.
We're divided by the Great Sea. Okay, we're in different continents. It's not gonna happen, mate. It's not. Oh god. Shout out to Vortex in the chat, of course. He's another admin of Latin American events. He also casts every now and then. He jumps on to help me out. And he is also the great man behind the duct tapes. So if you do manage to catch some of those duct tapes that we do run in between some of our breaks, then Vortex, he is the one who edits them together and makes them happen.
Wait. Had Vortex casted with you?
Yeah, he's casted with me.
When? Why I didn't know this?
What?
This is the first time that I heard about this.
We casted like a Sentimental Latino once, or like a Copa Hype. No, a Sentimental Latino we casted together, I think.
Like when? Like number 1 or what? Because I don't remember.
Maybe maybe like a month ago. He casted. I think it was a Battle of the Americas, maybe. But yeah, he casted with me, mate.
I see.
Shaking my head. It was I remember. I think it was a Sentimiento Latino where I started the cast with Dastan, and then around the semis he had to go, so then Vortex jumped on to help me out for the semis and finals.
Sure, okay, I'll believe you.
If you don't believe me, check out our YouTube channel, !YouTube in the chat if you want to have a look at our VODs. All of our VODs are uploaded there. If you want to tune into some of our past broadcasts.
You say loud. Yeah. Meanwhile, in this game, Cham managed to get his third base without much problem. The Reaper was a little bit annoying, but nothing that 2 queens can solve.
Oh god, yeah, nothing that they can't solve at all. Cham getting his 3 bases up and running, everything pretty standard so far. The Reaper does dive into the main base, and Vindicta confirms that there's nothing crazy going on.
Now, you say nothing crazy going on, but Vindicta skipped Hellions this game.
Oh.
And he went straight for 2 racks and a quick steam.
2-1-1! It's happening! He's going for a 2-1-1. Very old school for the first time this series, for the first time in a long time. My god, he's doing this in the ace match. What a madman.
Well, madman, I mean, he saw the previous game how Cham was greedy with his defenses.
Yes, true. Very true.
So I think he's trying to exploit this game, assuming Cham goes for the same thing.
Mate, yeah, what a big brain play. So for those of you who don't recall, or maybe who are just tuning in for the ace match, Cham, early on, he usually relies on his queens for defense, and he does really skimp out on lings, and he typically tries to tech up as fast as possible to lair and to spire and stuff like that. His early game defense has much to be desired. We saw Hellions do an insane amount of damage early on in game number 4. So Vindicta going for something like this, if this goes unscattered, and if the defenses are not ready, then Cham is gonna have a very hard time holding. Here we go.
I love it, and it's exactly in the map where I love to drop the most because of the short distance by air.
Exactly, and here we go. The drop is already into the main base. What is it to defend? We got queens, we got 4 lings, we got 10 lings in production. The lings are not ready yet. Oh my god, and 4 Banelings are being morphed in. Oh god, Cham, he needs those Banelings to defend here. They're not done quite yet. We'll see how much damage gets done before they pop out.
The spawning pool.
God, the spawning pool almost goes down. He's trying to target fire the queens. The queens, so far, they've been able to stay alive, and the Banelings come in just in time to push away this drop. Oh my god, the target fire.
Oh. Yeah, the target fire, but still. He didn't lose as much as we will have, as I think Vindicta would have loved to. But still, this was a very good attack.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Cham now knows that he cannot skip the Zerling for defense this game. And look, 18 Zerlings on the way.
Oh boy, here we go. I mean, the drop is not over completely, as we see Vindicta's actually setting up here. This is such an annoying position. The tank can siege up here on the low ground and provide support for the drop on the high ground. Mate. I played against this on the ladder. It was disgusting.
See, mate, this is why this is my new favorite map.
Exactly. Here we go. Yo, the spawning pool is getting low, but it was saved by the transfuses. The target fire is insane by Vindicta, keeping the majority of the Marines alive.
Oh no, the tank.
Oof.
Okay, the tank is safe. This is the important part. The tank is safe. He didn't lose a tank this time with his push. Now he has 2 tanks here.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? Baneling's speed is so far off. It only just started, which means these Banelings are still going to be slow, and Vindicta has been on point with his target fire.
Oh god. The tank shots.
Tank shots are here. All the Banelings do go off without connecting with the Marines. The Marines are going to push on forward. There's still 3 Banelings left. Never mind.
I mean, Cham managed to destroy the tanks, but he has no more links. He has nothing to buffer the damage for these Marines.
Exactly, and now he's forced to push on forward with what little he has. The Banelings, once again, they just keep getting sniped. Vindicta is just so on point, and now there's nothing to stop the Marines. There's still a couple more Banelings that are going to be morphed in. They need to connect.
I don't think they would, mate. Vindicta has been doing a good job of focus firing those Banelings, and yeah, the Banelings do nothing.
Wow, they do nothing at all. 2 Banelings left, 0 Banelings left. The third base will fall. The tank shows up. GG gets called.
Mate, that ain't good.
Terran is pretty good. GG, well played. Vindicta with the 2-1-1 does take down El Chamaco Cham, the best Latin American Zerg player out there. Wow.
Man, can you believe it's your Cham and you're returning to your kingdom after a few months of absence, and the first thing that happens is that you lose?
This is why you don't leave the kingdom. This is what happens. Oh, God. But GG, well played. Congratulations, Vindicta. He does it for the land of the Americas, for the Terrans out there. He does it for you. He is our Battle of the Americas champion. Oh, my, oh, my. What a tournament, man.
What a good tournament.
We had some upsets, you know, Neo took down Parker Mike. We had Cham returning.
Antis liquor for all mate Victor. Who's Victor?
What? Hey, Yaku, he's just built different, you know, not in a good way. He's just
Yaku, go back to school, please.
But yes, congratulations, well played to both of our finalists, for Vindicta for being our champion and for Cham to coming in second. Something special that we do for Battle of the Americas that we don't talk enough of is the fact that Battle of the Americas give bonuses to the highest placing Latin American player and the highest placing American player. So Cham and Vindicta will earn some extra money on the side as well as their first and second place prizes. So yeah, GG, well played. It was great to see Vindicta back again. Again, Vindicta and Cham, they aren't as regular as we would like them to be. We've seen more of like Nina kind of taking these championships recently. So yeah, it's really great to see them back, and that was an amazing finals.
It really was. And thank you, LatAm, for the donation that you did in this tournament. So these players are going to walk away with even more money. So yeah, just showing once every once in a while and just winning it all. Sure, I'll take it.
Exactly. Again, I don't know if Lord Loken, if you're in the chat, but we really do appreciate it that you did boost the prize pool, like you always try to do. It's really great to see the support. We really do appreciate it. And yeah, with that, we do finally close out this tournament. It went on a little bit longer than usual. So far it has been 5 hours, but it was well worth it. It was an amazing event. And Ducklings, thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah, thank you for overworking me, Light. Thank you. I'm going to call the union now.
Oh God.
Oh God, you don't know about Mexican unions. Oh God.
Oh, what are they run by the cartel? Or what's going on?
Yeah, I remember many years ago when foreign enterprises were trying to invest money in the country, but they were scared because the unions here in Mexico are pretty powerful. They have much power compared to other countries. So yeah, man, you're dead.
That is why Vindicta isn't going to Mexico. Oh God, but yes.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me. Like, it was fun. It was fun. It was nice to see Cham playing again. It was nice to see Neo making it out so far and still winning some money. And better yet, it was great to see a Terran win.
Always, mate. Always, mate. Oh god. And with that, Ducklings, why don't you tell the people like more about yourself and where can they find you? Where can they find you?
Hello, I'm Ducklings. I'm Wikipedia staff over at wikipedia.net. So if you got any questions about Wikipedia or you want to start with Wikipedia or anything to do with Wikipedia, you can ask me or you can find us over on the Discord server. And I also administrate some of the tournaments that you may see in this channel, including Sentimento Latino and Battle of the Americas, and everything that has to do with Lespira. Yeah, you can if you want to find more, you can find me on Twitter over at Darking65. That's my Twitter account. I usually tweet about all the tournaments that I run and every other nerdy thing that I find. Usually, yeah, that's basically it. Oh no, also my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Darking65. I very rarely stream, but when I do, it's usually cool. And maybe one of these days is going to be StarCraft.
Oh, yes. Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye out on that. It's always great to see to see Darking stream StarCraft whenever he can. So yes, much love. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. If you want to tune into more of me, I'm Light_VIP. I do stream throughout the week. I also have Twitter as well. You can catch me whenever I go live. But more importantly, you can follow us on all the social medias on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Discord. And we are kind of late for another broadcast. Battle of the Americas did go on a little bit longer than expected, but it's completely fine. We are diving right into another tournament. ESL Open Cup Asia started 50 minutes ago. I mean, the first round is still kind of ending at the moment. You know, we of course still have the second round and the rest of the tournament to go on. If you want to stick around and tune into players like Special, like, let me actually just quickly check who is here today. Armani, Dongray Gu, Solar, Zaun, Haas, Razorblader, Keen, Cure, then you can stick around. I'm going to end the stream and then just go live immediately after, just to cut up the VODs and just to set up the Twitch title and everything. I'm going to be casting alongside Yakuzaku. Yakuzaku was just in the chat. So yes, we go from one tournament straight into another. This is only the second tournament that we're going to be casting today. We have another one later on in the evening. So we have non-stop StarCraft here on the CranKy Ducklings. If you enjoyed our cast, consider hitting that follow button. As you can see on the screen right now, we are live throughout the week with plenty of tournaments full of Oceanic, Southeast Asian, Latin American, North American, and Korean StarCraft. Ooh. And with that, thanks everyone for watching. Thank you so much, Ducklings, and we will see you in like 5 minutes. Ciao.
Thank you. Goodbye, everyone.